Welcome back, everyone. This is Adrian Z, and I am playing on the TooCrafty server. It has been a little bit since I put my last episode out. I had a crazy schedule with the holidays, and then my work schedule for the last week kind of cut right through my normal recording time, so it was a little difficult. But here I am, ready to go. We're going to do some work today. We are going to work in the Nether. We're going to get our Nether tunnel built from our area to the Nether hub, and then possibly work on the area around our portal and at the end of the tunnel as well, but we'll get to that in a bit because first we're going to do something else, and that something is going to involve this sword right here, or any sword. It's completely meaningless which sword. It's going to involve this lever, it's going to involve this piston, and it's going to involve this soul sand, and wait for it, boom, these three wither skulls that I shall now attempt to knock off. I don't think this pick actually speeds that up at all. It's like showing the wood animation almost. I don't know. Did I get them all? Yeah. So I've been debating about ways to fight this wither, and oh, also check this out. Yeah. Connected textures. Very nice, very nice. Optifine is mostly working. Woo, zoom. Which means better game performance, which is always nice. Anyway, I've been looking for ways to fight a wither, some fun ways to fight a wither, and I plan on fighting plenty more, so I'm not too worried about doing it in different ways. I originally had planned on recording today doing a little kind of arena, building just a small hole, kind of a cave, and fighting the wither in there with an iron golem. But I did some testing ahead of time, and the iron golems destroy them, and it wasn't going to be a fight at all. And yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to just abuse some mechanics of the game, because abusing mechanics of the game can be fun too. So just this one time I found this area on the TooCrafty server. I'm going to put that right there. If you haven't seen this before, basically I'm going to shove the wither's head into bedrock. And the next wither I kill I'm probably going to do by showing you how easily you can defeat a wither with iron golems. And then hopefully by the time we get a third wither, we will have plenty of ideas for really fun ways to actually fight the wither once I've shown you the two easy ways to just get a nether star. So that said, before I explain this, if you have any ideas for ways to legitimately fight a wither that kind of put a creative spin on it instead of just, going out and fighting it, maybe like a specific place to fight it, not next to anyone's build, of course, but like certain biome or a certain place or something like that, or we can of course build something to fight it in if that's what we want to do. Maybe specific things to fight it with, things like that. Any of those ideas, leave them in the video comments below or send them to me on Twitter, and we'll keep those in mind for after we exploit a couple of withers, because we want our options open. So basically what this is here, I believe this was originally discovered by Panda of the XadeCraft server. I think I have the right person. Basically what we're looking for in the Nether is a 3x3 bedrock platform like this in the ceiling. It doesn't matter if some of them are down like this. What is important is that the block right above this middle one is air. And before I made this wall, did check by going up. You can kind of just dig through the netherrack, and there's a spot, I forget which side it was on, but I was able to dig up and look over and see, yes, there is an air block above that. Basically the bedrock, if this is this bedrock, there's a little thing, and then there's a gap right above this one. I need my shovel. So basically the way this works is we're going to put our nether, or our wither, not our nether, right on top of this piston. And, oh, you know what? That's not going to work that way because that's in the way. Got to build it sideways. There we go. Okay. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to start a wither right here. I'm going to put this third skull on. In fact, let's just do it. It'll be easier to explain while I go. This is just way number 1 to exploit the wither. The next time I'm going to show you how to do it with an iron golem farm, which is much easier because you don't have to find this, but it's a little more destructive. So here we go. What we're going to do is we're going to place the third skull, and while he's building up, we're just going to flip this lever, which shoves his head into the ceiling, as you can see if I back up just a little bit. So now he's there. I can move that if I want. It doesn't really matter. What's happened is, actually I have no idea if that matters. Don't quote me on that. He's stuck inside of the air block above here. And we can basically just like a piñata. That's pretty loud, sorry. You could even do this with the sword, it would just take longer. And of course, that was really loud. When we kill our piñata, of course, he drops his candy. And here's our nether star. So there we go. We're going to make a beacon. I don't have any particular place to put it yet because I need to do some digging with it for the next episodes. But we'll take this back. Like I said, the next wither we kill, I'll show you how to do it very easily by using an iron golem. It really only takes 1 iron golem. In fact, Adian's already done it on this server towards the end. He did it, but I'll show you that too with the next wither. So you guys have plenty of options. If you're just looking for a quick nether star, you'll have 2 ways to kill that. And then, like I said, any ideas for fun ways to fight them afterwards, let me know. There was that mountain over there I talked about in a few episodes ago. I'm going to use the beacon to tear down that mountain with an efficiency 5 pick. And I also need to dig out a hole to make a slime farm. But we will do that later. Let's see, it's 3 of those. And 5 of these. I wonder if I can do this with colored glass. I'm just curious. Let's experiment. So we take the nether star and that, just out of curiosity. No? Okay. I was just curious. So we take glass, we build our beacon, put it in that bag. I'm going to just stick this in the ender chest for now. I've got plenty of iron to make the thing. I've also got a lot of emerald blocks, and of course I can get more iron from spawn if I need more. But the idea is I'll use the beacon to tear down that mountain, and then I'm going to move it over to where I found some slime chunks, and where I'll build a slime farm over there. And then I will set it up somewhere in the base afterwards as a more permanent location. But we will do that in the next episode or 2. What we're going to do today, I kind of like these windows. Originally I was like, man, I kind of missed the squares, but looking at them closer, actually, they still kind of have the squares, don't they? Anyway, today, like I said, instead of hanging out here in the overworld in the rain, we are going to go into the nether, and we are going to work on our nether tunnel. So I'm going to grab a few supplies, and I will be right back. Alright, that should be pretty much everything. I just got a whole bunch of clay from Adian. He's digging out a mountain at spawn, and he is rolling in it. I also got that black ink from the squid farm he made there, so thank you, Adian. I got a bunch of clay again. As of like yesterday, I actually had less than 1 stack of clay left because I used it for a project, and that project will be shown in a video as soon as someone else posts a video, if you catch my drift. Anyway, we're gonna, oh, I forgot one thing. Over here we are gonna go, and I'm gonna show you what, that's not what I want, that's what I want. We're gonna show you what I'm doing with my nether tunnel. I dug it out already, and I started just a little bit of work on it just to show where the spacing would go. Let's see, it's over here. Our old tunnel's over there. We're gonna move it right here. I had to put this middle road down the entire way already. Here's the old tunnel that I dug out a long time ago. That way is the stronghold and D's place, and that way is the hub and J. Anyway, I had to put this this middle row down ahead of time because digging this tunnel out, you can see it's 5 by 5 by more than 5, which means gas could have spawned in here. So I put these half slabs to be in the way. But let me show you here basically what's going to happen. I have this spacing here. From the corner, we've got groups of 3. So there's going to be 3, and then these are going to be filled in. Whoa, that was trippy. I'm going to fill it in like that, and then there'll be 3. And fill this in like that, and this pattern is just going to keep repeating. And inside of these, we are going to be taking, first of all, what I'm going to do for lighting. If I break the block on either side, I have no backspace to pick that up with, and put a lever right there and power that block, and I can put a redstone lamp against it and it will be lit, and then I don't have to dig out very much behind our wall. And we're just gonna surround that with black stained clay like this. So we do the same thing here, like that, and then surround it with black clay, and that'll be the every other one. And then on the ones in the middle, we're gonna show off our immense wealth by incorporating emerald blocks. Sorry, we're going to incorporate emerald blocks into our build like so. And so this is going to be just a repeating pattern on both sides all the way down to the end there, and that way is the nether hub. Alright, so we got this little spot done, and the floor and ceiling we're keeping pretty simple. On the floor, I'm just going to use stone brick half slabs on the outside like this, and then of course going back, same thing on this side. Whoops, not full blocks. This hallway will be completely spawn proof, which will be nice. I don't currently plan to put a track in it. Maybe down the road, I don't know, but for now I'm just going to have it set up for horses to come in and out. The ceiling, we're just going to have it be cobblestone, like that. So that's the basic look. Going to fill it in to the corner, and I'll show you the full effect. There it is. This is the look of our tunnel. It's plenty big to ride a horse through, and that is the goal, and I think it also looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. So the next thing is we need to do a room by our portal, and then we need to do a room at the other end right outside the hub. Both of these rooms, I'm going to have a little stable area essentially to park the horses on either side, because leads are pretty unreliable. They tend to break a lot, especially when you're loading and unloading chunks, like for example coming in and out of the nether. But first, as far as this portal goes, I've been wanting to try something. I'm going to go ahead and break it here. Whoa. Shoots pretty far. Okay. I'm going to try breaking this up into 3 portals instead of one massive portal like I have it now. Let's see if I can remember how I was going to space that. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gap. Yeah. The only thing is I don't know I'll probably fill the corners in with obsidian later, but for now, I've only got a little bit on me. I don't know if they're gonna sync quite right. I built that one too far over, didn't I? Yeah. I know they're gonna go, the portals are gonna go where I want them to go from the Nether to the overworld, but I think they're not gonna sync properly on the return trip. But we're gonna find out basically. So we're gonna have that portal there. I guess I'll just leave these corners. 1, 2, can't see on the obsidian. 1, 2, 3. Portal there. And then I've got to move this one into the wall just a little farther. Breaking obsidian takes so long. There we go. Knock out a couple more blocks here. Oops, there's a hole there now. So that would be 1, 2, 3. And whoa, what the heck? Dang it. One moment. Okay, got it. No worries. Like that. Like that. We'll pretty this up later. I'm just gonna test it. So this one should take us to our base still. And it does. Good. And hopefully it'll take us back to that same portal. I think it's the middle one that's gonna be a little funky. Okay, so that one goes back and forth exactly how we want it to. Let's try the middle one. Should take us to the valley still, no problem. And it does. And look at all those mobs. If you haven't seen this, let me just show you real quick. This is the, let me reload these chunks. Wow. This is the little grass area where our creeper farm is. This is what it looks like when no one else is online. You can just see them swarming in, because all this is Mushroom Island. They have nowhere else to spawn. It's just this nasty mob farm. Just gonna go back in. So this should hopefully take us to the middle portal, but I think it might take us to the left portal. Yeah. So it's like that one goes in and out, and this one goes in and out, which is kind of funky. I don't know what this one's gonna do. Let's find out. Let's experiment. So, as expected, all three work fine going to the overworld. But going back, this one takes us to the middle portal. So they all come out one to the left. That's really weird. It's all to do with Y values. They're very, very intriguing when being dealt with in the Nether. And really, when you get above Y128 in the overworld, which of course in Amplified, this portal is above 128, it gets really weird because the Nether, of course, only goes to 128. Yeah. Alright, completely changed it up. So, in a nice symmetrical little half circle kind of thing, I guess. I've got them set up here. That'll give us room to deal with here. It doesn't look perfectly symmetrical because the room's not symmetrical right now, but this goes to and from our mine, this goes to and from the valley, and this goes to and from our base. So it works out perfectly. And then I'll be able to just expand this into a nice, I'll probably build like a circle around here. Yeah, I like circles. So we'll probably build a circle room. I gotta decide what I want to build it out of. I'm probably gonna at least keep kind of a theme with the walls, but I don't know that I'll use the exact pattern around the edge because that wouldn't work for a circle. I guess I could do it in a square too. Perhaps. But yeah, the portals are good, and I'm gonna go ahead and do some work off camera and get some things. How far in are we? Yeah. Yeah, that should be a good stopping spot. In fact, I'm going to try to do videos a little bit more often from now on and keep them a little bit shorter than my usual ones. I've usually gone kind of into the low 30s. I'm going to be shooting for closer to like 20 from now on. We'll see how that goes. I'm not always good with my timing, but yeah, so I'm going for more often, shorter videos. So that's going to do it for today. Um, Gonna work on a design for here and over there for the horse stables on either end, and get this hallway finished. It only goes to the corner there. I'll finish that off camera. And yeah, so if you guys have any immediate ideas for the room on this side or the other side over there, the only thing it needs to include specifically is the little areas. I basically want like 3x3 pens to put horses in, that are kind of fenced off in some way, so you can just run over and park your horse and it'll stay there and it'll still be there when you come back. Need that on both ends. Other than that, it needs to match this hallway, at least blend well with it. But other than that, yeah, any ideas you have, shoot them my way. Again, if you have any ideas to fight withers in the future, shoot those my way as well. Any other comments, questions, concerns, rude remarks, funny jokes are always good. Leave them in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter. I'm gonna go do something. I don't know. Probably go play some King of the Golden Monocle. Anyhow, have a good day, everyone. Bye bye.